Today, I wanted to take a look at a slightly older game, Burly Men at Sea. Released in 2016 for the PS4, PS Vita, I think it's out on the Nintendo Switch, you can play it on PC or mobile even. This game I remember getting decent reviews, but I especially remember my friends telling me about it and saying, hey, this game's really cool, you should check it out. Unfortunately, I never really got around to it, but in recent years I've been reading some of those sleeper indie hits articles and found this game through that. So, I decided I would check it out and do a 2-minute look on Burly Men at Sea. This story revolves around 3 very burly men and their adventures at sea. Now that I've stated the obvious, the player basically controls these 3 as a group as they go on their adventure. As the player, you're able to control what happens with these folks. You enter a whale, and maybe you wait for the whale to let you out. Or maybe you escape by force. This leads the player down a winding tree until they reach the end of the story talking to a magic sea creature. You see, the point of this game isn't to just get to the magic sea creature ending once. The point is to do it multiple times and try to find all of the branching paths you can take. There are 12 different endings that you can explore, and each one is actually fairly unique. Characters will even remember if you were there before and comment on it. The narrative style of this game is really well done in my opinion. I enjoyed for the most part playing through all the different endings, although sometimes when you repeat the same beginning step 4 times it gets a little old. And since you have to leave the starting town 12 times, it can be a little much. But after you get past these couple of points, the game really opens up and improves in my opinion. Another thing I want to mention for this game is the graphics. It's got a really simplistic cartoon design that I think was done pretty purposefully. The story is a little more complicated, at least as far as doing the multiple branches, so the art, it seems, was made a little bit simpler to contradict that. That's my impression of it at least, and I really enjoy it. You don't need super fancy AAA graphics to tell a good story, and Burly Men at Sea is a good example of that. Overall, I enjoyed this game. It's definitely a play it once and be done kind of game, but it's pretty simple, short, and easy to finish the game in an evening or 2. I would recommend playing this game. And so these are my thoughts on Burly Men at Sea. A really fun game, I highly recommend it, and it's pretty simple, so I think it's worth going through. But hey, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to see more 2-minute looks, subscribe to my channel. I've got other content as well. I do reviews. I'm going to be doing longer form videos, and I do Mario Maker Mondays, so feel free to subscribe, check out some of my content. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a good one.